So, I'm sitting here with 3 books that I've recently made. This was my biggest bookbinding project, and some people on Facebook have asked me how I make them, and I have decided to create a full bookbinding tutorial for clumsy people who don't have much expensive equipment. You don't even need a book press for this. So yeah, this is number 1, Vulnera Sanentur, number 2, The Bull and Cross, number 3, The Alchemist. I have combined some videos also from making The Unwanted Boy from Spinner's End book, and I have combined it into a full-blown tutorial so that you can see step by step what I do, and I also give out advice on how to not screw things up too much. So yeah, so get ready, get your supplies. I will introduce them gradually in the video, and let's do this. Hi, I'm Stationary Lunatic. I am here to teach you how to turn your fantasy into reality by bookbinding, making comics, writing, drawing, and other projects that I make. You can go to my Instagram account on stationary.lunatic and enjoy. It's on Archive of Our Own. I clicked on this like show me the whole story button, and then I copied all of that into Google Documents, and now I'm like numbering the pages, you know, and trying to divide the pages with the titles on them so that it's not divided too much. And yeah, then I'll show you what I'm gonna do next. So specifically I'm looking for this kind of part when like the chapter begins on like the end of a page, which is probably wrong. So what I'm gonna do is get to the bottom of where I want the page to end and press Ctrl plus Enter, and then it's gonna just move on to the next page. And that's what I'm gonna do with the whole file. Blank, blank, and that's the beginning. Okay, looking good. So now open this file in the Adobe Acrobat Reader, like this, and yeah, you can check it again. And then what you want to do is click here on the small printer, turn on your printer, and since I have normal office paper, which is 80 grams, which is not recommended for bookbinding, but I still do that because I don't know, I work easier with it. It's not tearing when I'm stitching in, and it's much easier to turn the pages and for it to overall look nicer. So I'm gonna write here 1 to 24. I'm gonna print pages 1 to 24 as a brochure. So like a booklet option, there should be a booklet option, and you should check if your printer can print both sides at once. You click on both sides, otherwise you click on front side and then back side, you know, once it's printed out, and you just turn the pages and print it all over again. 1 to 6 is what you want here. Yeah, it's gonna be on the left, sure. And the orientation is vertical. Okay, let's print this. I have these many pages, so I've turned this around, and now this is the cover of the signature. So obviously this is 1, this is 2, and this is the last page. So this is what I'm gonna do. Fold it. Really check the edges if they're okay, and then take the bone folder and even out the edges, smoothen them so that you have a nice first couple of pages.
and you put them here. Okay, see if it matches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm also doing this because of the text. See if the ink isn't missing anywhere, if it's not messy, if it's alright. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is just even it a bit, just to take the bone folder and sharpen this edge. And this, my friends, is called a signature. We're gonna make more of these until we reach the end of the file. So what you're gonna need is a pencil, a ruler, an awl, or a very big needle. Yeah, it does the job as well. Now it should be an odd number of holes. You fold it like this, take the awl and you penetrate the middle of it. Bam! It should be in the middle, and here it should be in the middle as well. Now we've got the first signature with holes in it. Hello, good evening, good afternoon everyone. It is day 3 and that means that we have to sew this together and finally we're going to get a text block. Take the needle, it's nice to have a bigger needle, you know, and you put there this kind of thread. Is waxed linen thread. Look at how sturdy it is. It never tears, and that's what you want. So you measure length of your arm and cut it with your scissors. Yeah, like this. And you put it on the needle. So this is the last hole of the last signature. I just do the same like I always do, just twice. So I put it through here and then upwards. And that's it. I can cut it and it's done. There's the scissors here. So this is how the spine looks now. And I will now invite you towards a spine strengthening course, which will involve glue, glue, and once again, glue. Okay, so this is my way of securing it. There's baking paper because I'll be applying lots of glue, and it's attached to my drawer, and on the other side there's a thin book. Yeah, it's quite firm, but not too firm because I don't want to damage the curvature of the spine. It's a very delicate thing, and I'm now going to grace it with a very generous amount of glue and then wait for 24 hours for it to dry. So the spine should be now ready to dry, and when it dries transparent, and then it's hard enough to withstand some kind of pressure, which is coming its way, so it really needs the glue right now. So just let it dry for 24 hours, and that's the end of today. Good morning. It is morning of day 4, and that means we should cover our spine with the second layer of glue, and also we're going to make the core for headband and tailband. Okay, let's apply it. And then we will wait till the evening for it to dry, and then we will play with our headbands and tailbands, which is always kind of a demanding task, but it really looks very nice if you decide to do it. So just take glue and cover whatever core you choose with the glue, so that it doesn't brittle, you know. Oh, let's look at the results. I can't wait to look at the results. Please don't mind the mess. I know it's messy, I know. Okay. So, yeah, it looks good, it looks sturdy. Okay, let's take it out. My God, this might actually be the first spine that isn't crooked. It's straight, mostly. Some of the glue is protruding from here, but I guess it shouldn't be that much of a problem. So now we're going to sew the headband and the tailband. So now we're going to attach the end sheets. Secure the spine with more glue and some cloth, and also secure the headband and the tailband. What you're gonna need for this step is either scissors or a good knife. Pencil, Progresso is probably best here because it can easily write on this cloth. Something to make end sheets from. I'm just using these harder papers from Action. I'll just choose something, you know, and a cloth. Actually, I'm actually using an old kick bag. So get the cloth ready and put the spine of the book on it, and draw around it with the pencil, and then cut it out. See if it fits, and then cut around 1.5 centimeters on each side. Now take the glue and cover the spine with it. Now take the cloth, put it on there, and cover it with glue again. You can take your bone folder. It's actually very recommended to kind of press the cloth into all those ridges. So I have cut the excess of the core and covered it with glue, and now I'm waiting for a bit for it to dry, at least a little bit. And also I'm going to clean myself because I have covered also myself in glue. Yes.
The following steps are strictly voluntary. They involve sewing the headbands and tailbands. This is what it looks like without the headbands and tailbands. And this is what it looks like with the headbands and tailbands. And I'm also going to wrap the pages with, I don't know, scratch paper, I don't know how it's called, to make them smoother. So this is what it looks without. Yeah, and this is what it looks like after the procedure. I don't think there's such a big difference, but it really does the book it really makes the book look a bit more composed, as I would say. So, text block is dried. We've got 2 layers of glue, 1 more layer of glue, then a layer of cloth, and then a layer of glue on top of it. And today this will be focused on, yes, sewing the headbands and tailbands like I've promised. But first, I would like to do something about those ugly stairs. So, as you can see, it's a bit uneven. And yeah, I have no better tool, unfortunately, than this. I don't know what it's called. Nail, I guess. I don't know. So this is what it's supposed to look like. I hope you can see it well. Oh yeah, now you can. Okay. Now this is what I'm gonna be doing now. So for this I need 2 types of threads, one, let's say, darker and one lighter, and 2 needles. So as you can see, I have already some residue from the previous book, so I'm gonna be using this light gray and this dark red. So just gonna tie those together in a simple double knot. What did I say? I am clumsy as hell. Don't pull it that way. Okay, done. Now, take the spine of the book. Sorry, so this is the front. We're working from the tail bend, so turn it like that. So, yeah, back, front, like that. Let's start with one of the threads. I'm using this, and you pierce it in the direction towards you through the center of the first signature. So not through the end sheets. Okay, this is the end sheet. Yeah, the colorful one. You wanna pierce the first signature. Oh, I have a trick for you. If you are as sensitive as I am, you can use a pair of tweezers to pull the needle out of the hardened spine a lot better. So yeah, enough talking. Pierce the center of the signature. Bam. Ugh, this is tough. Yeah, it's tougher than it looks. Use the tweezers to pull it safely out. Okay. So you have now created a hole to start with. Now pierce it back again and remove the needle. We have completed the first step. Okay. Oh my god, this is tangled. Okay, I hope it works. Now pierce it away from you through the same hole you have just created. And until this knot fit goes. So, knot? Okay, great. Apply the center, put it here, and through the same hole create this sort of loop. Yeah. Okay, it's going great, going great. Now wrap it under the center from the end side. Okay. From the end side. Should I do it again? Yes, once more. From the end side. You end up here on behind. So thread is towards you. And now you oh yeah, now from the start. Okay. And now wrap it around it. Yeah. Sometimes you have to help it a little bit. And hold it with your finger. Okay. Now take this. And you have to wrap it under the core from the start towards the end. Yes. And now around the core. Now around the core again. Right. But don't do all the way, just hold it with your finger like this. And we're good to go. Now I remember what I'm supposed to do. So, through the heart of the next signature. You don't have to use all of the signatures, just pick the nearest signature that is there. Okay, spit out. Okay, this is what you want to get. Now this is important. You hold this thread with your thumb on the spine while you put this one away so that it doesn't tangle together. And only now do you go on the top and hold it with your finger here. Now pick the red thread or whatever thread you have, go around the first thread, under the core, around the core. Hold it with your finger on the spine, put this one away. Now go on the top, hold it with your finger. And we're gonna be doing that until we come to the end of the book. So this thread never pierces the spine. You never go through any signatures with this. Whereas this one does the job. So through the signature it goes. Okay. We'll do a quick fix here before it gets any worse than this. So I think I'm gonna be using the same loop I applied while I was sewing the signatures together. So create a loop around the loop. Okay, this is a quick fix. You should definitely use thread that is long enough. Okay, you don't want to be like me. Don't be like me here. Yeah, okay, got it. So the loop is here. We don't want the knot to be visible in any of these areas. So good luck. Good luck. I'll just see what I can do. I hope it's not ugly. Okay. 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 Maybe cut this a bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. So the dark thread is coming through the last signature, and now you take the light thread
and take you through the same hole. Through the same hole. Towards me. Okay. Okay. See that it's coming as well, okay? Yeah. Yeah, let me just check. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that should work. Yeah, at least a bit. Okay. And now you've got these through 2 threads. So what you do is you make a double knot. Because that's apparently what I'm good at. Actually not. Oh, see how I'm messing this up? It's a simple knot and I can't even do that. Okay, so 1 knot. 2 knots. So now we have to be really careful about cutting out the excesses so that the thread doesn't slip out of the core. I think the core is like not smooth, so we should be okay. But yeah, never know. So hello, we are continuing with casing the books. So I'm just making, let's say, a sample book covers so that I can see whether they really fit the book or not. And now I've just run out of regular book board. Well, what am I gonna do? I have one board here, and I have to make another board out of something else. So this is gonna be interesting. But as I have already shown you, I have more options. This is one of them, sure, but I don't really like it. So maybe this could be. Is this the same thickness? Who the hell cares? I don't have any other options, so okay. So yeah, the measurement is 15.5 to 21.5. Ew. Okay, got it. Done. Good. What now? Well, let's take these 2 boards and see if they fit. So, book. Always ask the book for its opinion. Book, what do you think about these boards? What do you think? So let's cut the craft paper. So we've got 5 centimeters. Then you have to leave 1/3 of a centimeter on each side, just to let a little bit loose. You know, have some kind of joint on there. And then a centimeter and a half to glue these boards on. So.
know what? I'm done. I am so done. Okay. So let's put something heavy on this. Okay. You know what? I just need this part to dry. So boom. There we go. Take this, put it somewhere. Today we are striving to make, one moment, we are striving to make this, or sort of this. Well, I made a few mistakes when making this, and I'm gonna go through all of them today. And if you followed my last manual, then you have something like this. You have this case made of whatever, hard enough, and a text block which needs to be attached to it like this. Oh god. Okay, so first I have to tell you something about this material. This material works bad with regular wood glue. Like it just doesn't stick. It absorbs the glue in this cloth part and just doesn't stick. So what I use for attaching it to the boards is contact glue, and that works pretty well. So we're going to cut approximately what we need. So here I have the best scissors specifically for cutting cloths. Now I make a mark 2 centimeters out of every corner of the drawn rectangle, I can say. Okay, we're going to approach this one board at a time. So I'm going to apply glue on one board from this side, of course, and then I'm going to drive all the air bubbles. This will be impossible because the material is just really not easy to work with, and so I'm gonna try to drive air bubbles away. And then put something heavy on it, like a dumbbell. Ooh, yes, fitness, great. First part of the Vulnera Sanentur series. It's called Vulnera Sanentur, and I found this story on Archive of Our Own, downloaded it, and bound it into these books that I hope will be beautiful, more beautiful than this one. So, what's wrong with this one? Well, if you look closely, you can see that the color is not perfect, like it's like kind of scratched out on some of the places. So yeah, first mistakes which I unfortunately cannot correct because I have no other way of decorating this is trying to decorate it with acrylic markers. Apparently acrylic markers are not the best for this particular faux leather, and they crumble quickly and they peel off very easily. So what I did, now you can see the second mistake. This is only after 1 day of using this, and what I did was apply this acrylic spray coat, like spray top coat, to put acrylic colors in place, for example on paintings. Unfortunately, it made it very sticky, and it was so sticky and disgusting, and I hated it. And like every single piece of every single little piece of garbage and hairs and dust and everything just got stuck right onto the surface of this. I was like, wow, okay, this is horrible and I have no idea what to do. So what I did was save it a bit with Fimo. If you don't know what Fimo is, it's the varnish for leaf metal. It was a risk, but I don't know, I just straight up took a glue brush and tried to spread Fimo on this surface, and it's dried, and now it's not so sticky anymore, so I guess I have saved it, at least for a while. But others had no clue what they wanted to do, and some were so thick he was surprised they remembered to breathe. Well, he asked one of them, a girl who spent most of her potions lessons attempting to pass notes to her friends. Do you have any idea what you would like to do after leaving Hogwarts? She appeared to be chewing Drubel's best blowing gum. And he was prepared to issue a detention if she blew so much as one bubble in his office. Not really, she said. You do realize, he said, not bothering to hide his irritation, that you are here for a career consultation. Surely you have given the matter some thought. The girl shrugged, examining her garish pink fingernails. I have a trust fund at Gringotts. That she considered this an acceptable response only irritated him further. Be that as it may, he said, unless your fortune is quite large, you will still need to make a living. By the look on her face, she hadn't really considered the possibility. She stared into the space ahead of her a moment. Editor-in-chief of which weekly, she said. He doubted it, if her essays were any indication of her writing ability. Perhaps something more realistic. I don't know, I kind of like animals, she said. He looked at his notes again. She was averaging a P is poor, poor, in care of magical creatures. He sorted through the pamphlets on his desk until he found one concerning careers in magical food service. He thrust it at her and told her to get out of his office. Okay. So, here, the best thing to do in here is set up a stopwatch. So that's what I did. And I'm going to apply contact glue on each side, starting with the longer ones. And I had to apply contact glue on both surfaces and then wait 10 minutes. Oh, but before I do that, I should probably cut the corners, right? Oh yes, I should cut the corners. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Don't mind the cat, she's sharpening her claws. I don't know what for, but okay. Okay, so yeah, you should make roughly this shape and approximately 2 to 3 millimeters far away from the corner. So okay, more like this. Okay. Then wait for 2 minutes to apply on the other side, and in total it should make 10 minutes.
And that, my friends, is everything. You're finished. Bye bye.